first commandment.
Thou shalt treat every audition as a job interview.
Now, this not only means that you're on time, that you prepared the material, that you have your headshot with you. That's 8 by 10, not 8.5 by 11. And you've cut your resume to the same size as the picture, stapled it or attached it on the back, and you're dressed to suggest the role. But you also should have done some research about the project. You should know what genre it is. Is it a comedy or is it a drama? If so, what kind of comedy? You audition a bunch differently for 2.5 Men than you do for CSI. Have you really studied the script? If it's a feature film, you should read the entire script if you have the opportunity. Or did you just read your sides? Or did you just rely on the breakdown? Now, SAG rules say that you're supposed to be able to see the script 24 hours in advance. That doesn't mean that every actor gets a full script, because that's expensive. But what it does mean is that the script should be available for you to read if you go into the production office or into the casting office. And you absolutely should do that if you have a chance. Sometimes the 2 pages you have really doesn't tell you that much about what the picture's about or what your character's about. If you're coming in for a feature and you haven't taken time to read the script, well, then you're simply just going to be nowhere near as prepared as the actor who has. It's also a good idea to get some background, on the people that are involved in the project. That way you have something to talk about if the opportunity comes up. What other projects has the casting director done, or what has the director done? And fortunately, that's fairly easy to do nowadays. It used to be really tough, but with the internet, you can go and watch an episode of the TV show that you're going to be auditioning for. In the old days, I don't know how many times I get a call to audition for something that ran last night, and it's a show that I don't normally watch, so you're out of luck. But now with the internet, that's really easy. If you were auditioning or applying for a job at IBM, you'd want to do some research on the company, wouldn't you? An audition, shouldn't be anything different than that. It's a job interview. Another part of being fully prepared is to always check your sides against the sides that are available at the casting office, especially with television, because TV changes moment to moment. And you want to make sure that you have the same material that that the casting director is going to be reading. And you'd be surprised how many times people will come in to read and they're missing a page from the script. Even though when we send them out, we say it's page 1 of 5 or 2 of 5 or whatever. And if you do that, it makes you look like you're not the brightest bulb in the knife drawer. It's also good to check to see if there have been any changes in the script. As I said, that happens really frequently in TV. It's sort of awkward if the casting director starts and you're thinking, I don't remember seeing that in my script. And the opposite's true also. The casting director stops and says, what page are you on? Okay, it's all just common sense stuff. Anyway, folks, that's about it for now. Next time we will cover the second commandment, thou shalt not make too much of a small part.